Do you agree with Doug Peterson's decision to bench Wentz?
No, I don't. But first, let me get some things off my chest. Okay, you know I'm passionate about my Eagles. Number one, the Eagles set Carson Wentz up for failure. I haven't seen bigger setups than this.
What?
No, they set him up.
Oh, God.
Let me tell you what. Okay, first off, you draft Jalen Hurts in the second round. Any quarterbacks that were drafted in the top 55 this past year, there's been quarterback controversy. Tua, he shouldn't have started over Fitzpatrick. We knew that. There was quarterback controversy surrounding your boy Tyrod and Herbert. Herbert went in there and balled. So what did you expect, Carson Wentz? Of course he's going to be looking over his shoulder all season long when you draft a second-round pick quarterback. It's my first issue.
God.
My second issue, how don't you get some young wide receiver help? You got Alshon Jeffrey, old and aging. You got Deshaun Jackson, injury prone. You drafted the first round Jalen Reagor, but he ain't really done nothing for you on offense. Great special teams touchdown yesterday. You set him up for failure. Now, Sel, let me explain why I hate benching Carson Wentz mid-game. It's a lose-lose. If you're going to play Jalen Hurts, give him starter reps during the week of practice. Don't throw Jalen Hurts out there to try to save the day, because what ended up happening? The day wasn't saved, Carson wasn't helped, and Jalen Hurts wasn't helped. The question was, hey, Eagles fans, how do you feel like losing? Do you feel like losing in like a young, exciting way? Or do you feel like losing in the same old stale way? Jalen Hurts, what'd he give you? Touchdown? Gave you an interception. Jalen Hurts, 67 quarterback rating. Carson Wentz, 57 quarterback rating. Jalen Hurts, he was sacked 3 times. Carson Wentz, he was sacked 4 times. So what did Jalen Hurts really provide beside an exciting loss as opposed to a unexciting loss? If you're going to play Jalen Hurts, practice Jalen Hurts. Don't just flippantly throw him out there and hope it sticks like you're playing Madden.
Wow. You know damn well I am going to echo everyone on the Philadelphia Eagles roster and saying, finally, you bench Carson Wentz. And it's no shot at Carson Wentz. It's a shot at how he's performing out there. It's a shot at the fact that 51 other guys outside of him and Jalen Hurts are sitting there like, just put the best player in. I don't give a damn if it's for short-term, long-term. Just give us the best chance to win on any given Sunday. And we both know, and we both can agree, that hasn't been Carson Wentz for most of this year. So you're right. They should put Carson Wentz in this situation. It's a predicament. It's not a setup for failure, as you said, just a predicament in which, the cream rises to the top. Think about it. Let's go back to 2005, when Brett Favre saw them draft in the first round Aaron Rodgers. And Brett Favre went out there and had his worst season up to date. 20 touchdowns, 29 interceptions. People was like, damn, I didn't know that Brett Favre was so mentally weak that he's looking over his shoulder at Aaron Rodgers on the bench. Well, he did rebound. He did respond. You talk about Tua. You talk about Herbert in those situations. Not a controversy. There's a starter in place, and then there's a backup sitting there like, if you don't handle your business, I will handle my business. I don't know if that's a setup for failure as much as that's just a predicament. And, hey, it should be some motivation if you're a competitor in the first place. But what did we get from Jalen Hurts yesterday? You brought up that point, which is a great point, because this was a guy who hadn't practiced with the first team. This wasn't a guy that had the reps and the chemistry with the receivers. Only played 33 snaps in 10 games. But isn't it crazy, after playing yesterday for just a quarter and a half, we saw him average 9.1 yards per attempt. Now, you think that's not much, except we hadn't seen that from Carson Wentz, reaching even 9 yards a pass attempt since October of 2018. What the hell? We saw this offense actually come to life, actually have an opportunity to win this game, in part because of the spark that was created by Jalen Hurts. Just being there for a quarter and a half. Give him a week of practice, a week of chemistry with the receivers, and then let him go out there and give you 4 quarters. He's already shown in a short stint he could do what Carson Wentz can do.
See, Sal, you've been in the media too long.
Yeah, that's real.
And I know you've been in the media too long because you utter some things like, oh, he provided a spark. I was watching the game yesterday, and they wanted to tell me that the Eagles had the punt return touchdown because Jalen Hurts was in the game. I don't even remember who was calling the game, but they had the audacity to say that Jalen Hurts coming in at quarterback provided a spark for the special teams player. Not only have I played special teams in the NFL, I played special teams for the Eagles under the same current special teams coordinator. Never did putting in a quarterback make me all of a sudden block harder. So Jalen Hurts had nothing to do with that. Jalen Hurts did show a ton of promise. I will say that. Now, I'm not going to talk about the fact that promises are often broken, but he showed a ton of promise. But what else did he show me, Marcellus? 5 minutes left, down by 7, incomplete, sack. I'm not saying that Wentz would have done any different, but all I'm saying is this. Anything outside of Wentz would have made everybody go, oh my God, did you see that? When realistically, Jalen Hurts had 1 first down on 3 drives, and he had his touchdown drive. Now, had a touchdown drive which Carson Wentz didn't have. My biggest issue is if you're going to play Hurts, put him in a position to succeed. Don't let him run with the twos all week in practice. That's the second team offense. Then throw him out there flippantly. Have a plan, Doug Peterson. Doug Peterson does not appear to have a plan. Now Carson Wentz is suffering. Now Jalen Hurts is suffering. That's where I got my issues.
Hey, look, I'm going to say it like Doug Peterson said it. When Doug Peterson said, look, I just felt we needed that spark today. So stop getting mad at everybody saying the word spark. It came from the head coach himself of why he put Jalen Hurts in the lineup. And this is funny because he's looked at this situation before in prior games, but never pulled the trigger. But this time he says, you know what? At times, I saw that it may have been injuries at other spots. One of the Acho themes in terms of why Carson Wentz isn't playing well. Oh, it could have been the way other positions have been playing, not necessarily the quarterback position. Doug Peterson has said that prior to yesterday's game. But after yesterday, he said, nah. This one lands on the quarterback and the quarterback exclusively. Oh, no spark? How about on the 3rd play he connected with Jalen Reagor and he connected with him on that 34-yard pass? You may yawn again, Acho, as I can hear you right now moaning, looking for your sunglasses again. But here's the thing. Jalen Reagor, first rounder from the Eagles, hadn't gained more than 18 yards on the play since week 1. Sounds like a spark to me. How about Hurts on the 2nd drive when he drove him down 73 yards, completed 4 of 6 pass attempts, scrambled twice for 23 yards? Dude, all I'm trying to tell you is it's a spark, and a spark has now created a fire of turmoil out there for Carson Wentz. Got to bring in somebody smarter than both of us combined. Fox NFL analyst Bucky Brooks in the building. Now we got young Buck and old Buck up in here. I love y'all. So, Bucky, do you agree with Doug Peterson's decision to bench Wentz?
I'm sorry, Marcellus. I was stuck in my smile because I was finally happy that Doug Peterson finally did what we've been asking him to do. So I like what you brought down, Marcellus, because I think Doug Peterson tried to do everything in his power to give Carson Wentz every opportunity to be the starting quarterback. So the first thing that he said, you know what I'm going to do? Maybe it's me. I'm going to give a play call. So he gave a play call a couple weeks ago, and it didn't change anything. So then he was like, well, maybe I need to change the pieces around him. We can reshuffle the offensive line. I'll bring Alshon Jeffrey back. Maybe I can put Jalen Reagor in the lineup. Maybe that will help our quarterback thrive. It didn't change anything. So then he said, well, maybe I can change the tempo. Let's go faster. Let's try and put in Carson Wentz and see if that'll change anything. It didn't change anything. So finally he was like, you know what? I've done everything else. I got to give the ball to Doug. Because for my own credibility in the locker room, if I'm talking to the team and saying the best players play, how can I possibly stand in the room and say, hey, Carson Wentz is the best player at this position? We got a quarter plug. And they did, and we saw them play a little better. Jalen Hurts gave the spark that they've been missing the last 8 weeks.
Gentlemen, here's the problem. We're about to come on Christmas season, right? And whenever you come to Christmas season, what occurs? You get a new toy. You get a new gift. And that day, that new gift is amazing. And why is it amazing? Because it's different. And you get out of a relationship. You get a new significant other. Oh, my gosh. You go through, what is it called, gentlemen? The honeymoon phase. Does the honeymoon phase last forever? No. Because the honeymoon phase is just that. A phase. So this Jalen Hurts thing, I'm not saying Jalen Hurts didn't show promise. I'm not saying Jalen Hurts will not be good. I like Jalen Hurts. I liked him at Oklahoma. I liked him at Alabama. What I'm saying is this. He had 1 touchdown, 1 pick. He threw an ugly interception. If Carson would have thrown that interception, we would have been like, Carson Wentz is terrible. He really had a Carson Wentz type of game. He made a great play. He made a bad play. So I just don't get how y'all are now looking at Jalen Hurts and saying, oh, Jalen Hurts, he's the answer. Like, somebody got to make that make sense. Did y'all not see the interception that he threw? Did y'all not see that? Did y'all's TVs cut out?
Yeah, I saw the interception when his hand got tipped. His hand got tipped before the follow-through, so it fluttered.
That sounds like an excuse.
Did you see it, Acho? Is the question.
But you know what I also saw? I saw your guy, Carson Wentz, 6 for 15. I saw your guy continue to throw more interceptions, leading the league in interceptions. I mean, how long before we finally make a decision? I mean, you want to think because we paid him $35 million, it's a lifetime spot at the starting quarterback. No. At some point, he has to play well. And Acho, I know every night you're thinking about how do I prepare for how do I make this argument for a quarterback who is absolutely garbage right now. And you've done your best. You put together some stuff that I can't even imagine that you're trying to spit out there because you're just stuck because you're supporting a bad candidate. But I'm going to let you off the hook because Doug Peterson finally put you out your misery. We can now focus on something else besides Carson Wentz and how bad he's playing in Philadelphia. Because Jalen Hurts now going to take the position, and he is going to give the offense a little life, and he's going to bring some hope and optimism to the fans in Philly who desperately need it after sitting through a year of bad quarterback play.
Yeah, I'm with you, Bucky. I don't want to pour it on my dog because I don't like to see him living such a miserable experience right now. But as he continues to talk and pray for us all through this holiday season, watching your hands right now, your body language telling on you right now, Acho. You're praying a whole lot because you're praying for something that you don't even see happening or you don't even have faith in occurring. So you're going upstairs with your prayers. I understand that, Acho, but first you have to look at this with your super single ass. How you going to come up to us and talk about what a honeymoon phase looks like? That's when you abort mission. That's when you get out of relationships because a honeymoon phase is all you've lasted through, Acho. But you see this ring right here. I endure it. I go through the ups and downs. And it's time to
Fix your fingers.
It's time to put Jalen Hurts on the roller coaster.
Hey, but you can't do this. Can you do this?
Nah. That was Pop Warner. But listen, stop teasing me and my anatomical issues. Here's the thing. I'm looking at Jalen Hurts. It's time for him to ride the roller coaster through the ups and downs. Let's do it. Because if you look at this situation, and I'm going to borrow from Zach Berman, beat writer out there in Philadelphia, great writer, who played a little game show that no one saw coming. Let's just call this, which door is it? Acho version. All right, door number 1, when they drafted Jalen Hurts. You know what they were thinking? It doesn't matter if we draft Jalen Hurts in the second round. He's going to be a cheap insurance policy for us. But Carson Wentz will excel, will continue to win, and guess what? No one's even going to think about this as a controversy. That's door number 1. How about door number 2? Carson Wentz. He goes out there and gets hurt, like he always does. And guess what? There's no quarterback controversy because Carson Wentz going to be hurt, and then we're going to look like we saw this coming and we put Jalen Hurts out there. Or what no one saw coming, which is door number 3. And behind door number 3 is Carson Wentz regressing to a point where there's an outcry for his backup to come out there. They didn't foresee this occurring, Acho, but it's a reality right now. And he needs to get benched. Be real about this. He doesn't need a 24-second timeout. He needs a full timeout because it's one thing to get benched, but it's much worse to not start that next week. He needs to feel the pain of his regression.